I actually have not seen... I'm going to call him Rich. Ooh, I forgot the Warcraft 3 booster. My bad. Wait 2 seconds. I rushed on. Sorry. Uh-oh. Is it going to work? Yes, there it goes. All right, guys. So, I was saying, I actually never seen... I'm going to call him Rich, because that's his name backwards, I think. I hope. I'm not calling... Sure? You sure? I don't know. Anyway, Rich I have not seen play. But his MMR, really high up there. Raven, and I'm going to call Etaphraven just Raven because it's easier. He's quite good, but I've played him before. But I'm an undead, so a lot of orcs kind of like that matchup. I don't actually know, how he's going to fare against Night Elf, because as much as undead complains about orc or undead versus orc, yeah, a lot of orcs like to complain about Night Elf versus orc. So we're gonna have to see how this goes. These guys are definitely, though, near the top skill-wise in GNL. So we're seeing just the BM grunt opening for Etaph. I said I was going to call him Raven, but I'm already calling him Etaph for Raven. And, okay. So for Rich, he's going DH. We don't see any, like AOW creeping, which is typically over here. So we're going to have to see what his plan is. There we go. I was wondering. We're right about at the wood, where you'll now see an AOW go down right here. So it looks like at least probably, because it is DH, just one AOW hunts. Usually, if you're gonna go double hunts or something like that, you're gonna go keeper. Well, at least first orc, definitely keeper. Or typically like Priestess of the Moon if you're playing like random team or a range team or something like that. And I can tell from what Penguin's typing in chat that he's clearly not on Team SiT. I know you're on Team Monkey. Monkees. Is it the Monkees or is it just Monkees? I don't know. We do it both ways. Alright, so second AOW, I guess. Ignore everything I said. Because I totally wasn't paying attention because I was thinking about Monkees and stuff. He definitely had the DH queued. I wasn't crazy. He must have done that so that when the peon came in, scouted, he was going to see a DH being built. He canceled it, picks up Niffy Gurgle Beaker, and comes in for their ass, kills it. Oh, no. Well, Etaph, that was a nice idea, but he still got out. He kills a burrow, tries to put a war mill down to block the exit, but there was a way out over here. That was very funky. Very cool. I wasn't paying attention. Get on me. But, yeah. I think Rich is definitely got what he wanted. I don't know if he got everything he wanted with that. I would say so. You're not going to get much done with just one hero. But it's definitely just to slow him down so that when hunts start filtering in, he doesn't have a second burrow up. He can't be really, frankly, getting whatever it is that he wanted to get, whether it's when he hits tier 2. Maybe he'll be a little bit slower on getting his second hero, get more grunts, things like that. So, I don't know if Raven has ever faced something like this, but the gig is up now. Well, never mind. It's not going to be like a timing attack or anything. I mean, I was saying that, but I didn't really know how it was going to work for orc. You do see like APs being sometimes put out here by Night Elves. It used to be a thing. But it looks like he's going for the Expo. He's not taking the nice, easy, classic Expo. I mean, this one's not hard to take. But it's not the standard. That's for sure. Wonder how long that hunt's been there, and if he's gonna notice. That was level 2 right there. 1 wisp dead. Not bad items. Yeah, he definitely bought, I think, the circlet. Because you only crept right there. Right there. Alright, and this is always a fun part. Owls. You know, if his scouting peon was still alive and somewhere in this area, he could actually just go over there. And if you mine, like, just, you know, attack it, hit it. You know, now that I'm saying it, I don't remember if it's you attack it or if you just mine. But you can actually get rid of that. It's one of those things I just do out of habit. I don't think about things anymore. But, yeah, no peons over here. Nothing to do that can, you know, poke this. So, Rich kind of just basically knows exactly where this place, Mikasa, is all the time. So another one go up over here. It does let you see invisible units, in case you didn't already know that. It's kind of, like, interesting in that Raven has no idea this is down here. Like, you see, when you see a Night Elf creeping this out, you're and, you know, he's putting up owls on both sides, you're like, okay, there's going to be an expo. It's going to be here. You know, you got your AOW, great placement. Rich is, I mean, he used AOW for creeping purposes, but this also helps sell the idea that if there's going to be an tree coming down, it's going to be like right here where the AOW can get pot shots off on the grunts.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now, just walks over here. Let's take out this camp. And all while this is happening, I haven't really been even paying attention to Raven's side. He's only 1.6. This will be level 2 for him. Not a bad item. Getting pretty close, tech tier 3. Or tier 2, excuse me. Getting 1-0 upgrade. Nope. He actually got armor upgrade first on his hunts. So he's going for 1-1 upgrades, which we're going to be seeing. It's usually indicative of, you know, when you do see double AOWs. Oh my god, he's going 2 expos. But this is definitely going to be like mass tier 1, just because when you start seeing them upgrade things like hunts, you know this is what he's planning on doing. And frankly, it's not a bad strat versus Orc. Orcs have been kind of figuring it out, although he's not doing it. Now, you're going to start seeing archers at some point really start coming out, probably for Rich, because once you get the hunts, you know, they start getting some HH and things like that. You want some archers to counter, and I'm so full of shit. He's getting an Ancient of Lore and an Ancient of Wind. I guess you can get everything you want when you have an expo and you're about to get a second expo. And frankly, I don't think Rich cares if this dies. Because, you know, he's hoping he gets double expo up, but if it doesn't go up, he still has the other one over here. And Raven's sold on the idea that he just canceled the expo and he's sitting groovy. He's sitting in a great position, right? But he's not. There's an expo up, and he might miscalculate everything. I don't even know. I think he can't see this during daytime. So he should know what's happening here. And he's probably going to be confused because whoever in their right mind goes Ancient of Wind and Ancient of Lore at once, it's not too common. He's probably going Dryads, maybe a Bear for Roar, I don't know. But Dots probably, or maybe he's, I don't know, Mass Hippos? Seeing Moonglaves now. Now he's here too. He doesn't have much wood though. That might hinder him a little bit. I guess getting 2 expos and all your upgrades might result in no wood. I can see the chat for the other game, and I'm not appreciating everyone screaming "Go Buzzkill" in it because it's making me seem like Furiel might be losing. But we got our first fight. You know, this is not what Raven wants. You do not want to be engaging when you don't have level 3 yet. He's so close on his SH to level 3. Alright, and he even buys a Zeppelin, so hopefully... Alright, he's not using it, though. These hunts, he could be picking them up. Is he gonna get... Got that one, very nice. He should get this one. But the problem is, when you start doing this, you're getting a little too cutesy sometimes for your own good, and Etaph just sits here and does that. You know, he was a little bit too worried about the Zeppelin, and Etaph just, you know, kept right-clicking. Even ate a hunt. It was dots. I haven't seen... Alright, Dryads too. Well, what does he do versus 3 bases, Penguin? He kills the second base and think that he killed the Expo and that he's sitting groovy. And then, yeah, pray to God that at some point if he's on your team, that he scouts this. Because he might be thinking, awesome. I mean, it's not a bad position regardless for him. But he's thinking, awesome, I just put the Night Elf on 1 base and I'm going to have my Expo up. Why would I ever push? Let me go creep. Now, hopefully he creeps the other side of the map and he sees it. But he thinks right now he is in an amazing position, and he is. But not as amazing as he thinks. It is still 1 Expo, still running, while he doesn't have his Expo up yet. Problem is, 3/3 heroes versus 1 level 3, almost level 4 Alchemist. And Nakoto can actually eat another hunt. So imbalanced. And he missed. That's like the best feeling in the world when you make a Kodo miss. But he didn't miss that time. Alright, Mirror Image, that actually helps with the dots. If you have it cast on you, obviously they can see you. But if you use Mirror Image, it gets rid of all the buffs, or debuffs, I should say. And you're seeing the Serpent Wards going to town. It's only level 1, but they still do a lot of damage versus literally everything in this army. It's all unarmored. You can see over here, Piercing does extra damage to unarmored units. So even level 1 does awesome, but you know it's better than level 1, level 2, especially when you have a Mana Stone. So, you know, despite all of Penguin's complaining while this is happening, what does he do versus a Night Elf? Well, apparently he just freaking kills him. That's what he does. But again, Etaph has... I'll keep it consistent. Raven has no idea. He thinks, awesome, I just killed his army again. I just now finally got my Expo up with watchtowers that are fortified, so they're never going to die. You know, versus especially an unarmored, again, Piercing, you know, these guys not going to do anything. So he backs off, which is still the right move, but Rich does have the Expo, so that always kind of leaves the, oh, maybe I can come back into this game option. He is only a single hero. He's going to be able to creep level 5 pretty quickly. And if he can actually start killing things in the Orc army and get near level 6, we all know how... Well, no, most people don't know how broken Alchemist's ultimate is, but it's really broken, because you rarely ever see the ultimate, but it's like 45-second cooldown, where you basically just get to lob something at the army, like whatever unit you want, and you get the gold for it. It dies and you get the gold for it. So sometimes when like you see these crazy free-for-all situations where like the base is mined out or they don't have a base, and an Alchemist level 7 or 10 is running around basically selling your whole army on you. It really feels bad when your Frosty gets sold. Not speaking from experience or anything. So, York sitting at 62 food, Night Elf 57. Still pretty even food-wise, but that's actually not good. The Night Elf wants more. You know, Orc Army units are just buffy as fuck. Meanwhile, yeah. Dryads cost 3 food. They basically tickle you. It's nice that they slow you, but you need damage with it. Dots also help you get damage by minus armor, but he doesn't have any units that actually really deal damage. And this is actually kind of interesting. You know, Rich did go Alchemist, and he does have the spell that will reduce the armor of one of these units or multiple units wherever he casts it. And with Druids of the Towns or Dots, it's crazy the amount of armor that's reduction. So he doesn't even need that much damage. Oh, just one Orb of the Venom, get two even better. Maybe a third hero sees it, but that's gonna do right there. That just makes wonders, especially with the +2 damage
Now
on
a player's
everything.
forces are under attack.
It's still not gonna be an easy fight though. It's 4/4 heroes to 4/1. Did get the expo and now he's just running away. He's probably wondering how long has that been up. And Penguin, tell HciR about the team roles. I don't know why he's still in the bullpen. Someone picked him up and then they just never moved him. Or not HciR. Team SiT, right? Mega Nebulous is a problem. I should probably talk about the fight. Demolisher on top of everything. So he's got piercing damage. He's got siege damage. All this stuff is just going to die. But he is pushing through. I mean, the BM is going to literally kill everything. But you can see with all this reduction in armor, just like how much you can do. Alchemist is almost level 5 as well. Nice staff. Oh no. And he lost the... He thought he was going to be able to push it off. He wanted the Expo to come back up right away, so he built it right underneath the face of the Orc. And the Orc just, you know, right-clicked with the Demolisher, killed it. He gets no resources back.
Player's forces are under attack.
6 XP away from level 5. Alright, so Raven even got level 3 wards, not level 3 healing. Okay, so Cyclone's in. He's going to need enough Spirit Walkers to make sure that he can dispel when he needs to. Yeah, Phoenix, while you're here, give Rich the right rolls if you can. Apparently, he can't even see your team channel. Because Rich doesn't talk, so no one actually noticed. Because he came off the waiting list. Well, Penguin said he wasn't. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, you guys did it the hard way. Just give him permissions. Maybe you couldn't. I don't know. Mega could.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, that's always a feel bad. He just cycloned the wrong BM. Literally took a 50-50 shot there. It didn't work out. It was a very interesting build from Rich, though. I like it. I'm curious how he is when he plays standard, though. So, Raven just, you know, like, when you don't know what's going on, I've said it before. It's from StarCraft. I don't remember if it was Day 9 or Artosis said it. It's like, if you don't know what's going on, go fucking kill him. That's what you do. And that's what Raven did. He played it very clean, even though he didn't really know about the one Expo. He was able to just kind of power through. So, I'm curious what Rich is going to pull out next, though. That's for sure. Let me update the score, which takes a second. Okay. I need game name. Get into this one. Unless it's the same game name. there you go. Same game name. I'm always worried about doing the same game name. I don't understand how sometimes it gets bugged out. But yeah. I'm literally 10 minutes away from the server. 15 minutes away. And Raven somehow has better MMR than not MMR. Well, maybe no, not better MMR, but better just ping. I don't know how they do that. Though Poke Bunny's the same way. Apparently he has Fios. Hitman's losing. It's a rip. But let's talk about the real games going on right now. I can't even check Dragonborn stream, so update please. I'm hoping Furiel is doing all right. The team needs points, damn it. And plus, I want Furiel to win. Had a little bit of a rough go last season. Well, it's not like there's anything to say right now. It's insane. You guys gonna make me really go check? I will minimize. How bad of a caster I am. Like, so bad that I didn't realize my desktop audio was off. Please don't tell me I was muted that whole friggin' time. Please. Was I muted that whole time? Or could you hear me? And you just, whatever. We'll find out. I muted the desktop when I was updating the score because it makes a loud pinging sound. And I forgot to take it off. Nice. But I think the mic was working. Alright, so I would say Raven's gonna probably make sure this time that a hero actually pops out. But it definitely looks like a normal build once again, this time especially so with an archer. I don't think Raven's gonna leave this one to chance. And yeah, he's just poking the archer. Takes one shot. Okay, he's running away. Never mind, he's here. Now he definitely knows there is a DH. It's not gonna be something crazy. Want to. We can talk after. I don't know. I keep resaving over the same thing and it'll update. But I gotta mute myself because I don't know which. I can't figure out how to stop. You know, like when it says, "Do you want to save over this file?" You know, like whenever you do something and you hear that loud pinging sound, that happens. So I always have to mute my desktop audio when I'm doing it. I gotta figure out how to mute that. But aside that, it runs real good. Pretty easy. You just gotta update it and then you save over it. I use Streamlabs though. I don't know what.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, how does your overlay line up with your... Oh, you mean just lining up? I just press fit to screen. Maybe you're using the wrong overlay, or you're using the in-game one that's at the very bottom?
A town is under siege.
And in the right aspect, like ratio? Oh, no, this is totally by luck. 100% want to. This is luck. Yesterday, it kept being wrong. I prayed to God that it would work this time, and apparently, both games, it's worked. If there's a game 3, there's like a 50-50 shot, it's gonna flip on me. I just got lucky. Alright, so you're usually used to seeing the Blade Master take this, but there's a cute little thing you can do over here. You can take it out. Pretty easy with your DH. And there it goes. Level 2. A DH with those items. Nice. Wait, but if you have 2 overlays, the problem is you don't know until you're in game, and then you gotta like minimize to go to your Streamlabs and switch whichever scene. Oh, sorry. That's what I get for looking at chat. Wait, but Penguin, if we delete Night Elf, you might actually be a happy person. Like, have nothing to complain about. Hey, this is kind of cute. I mean, Ancient of Wonders is, like, so easy to kill. You're used to seeing it outside, but he just puts it inside to a point where he can get in there, he can get staff, and he knows it's not going to die. Then he can just uproot the AOW, get out of the way, and use the Ancient of Wonders to just, you know, plop it down right there. I feel like Rich is the creative, fancy type player, while Etaphraven is like the I'm just going to go kill you now type player. Well, we're going to be seeing dots, if I didn't already say that. You know, there was no Hunter's Hall, so you kind of knew from that what was up. And yeah, Ancient of Winds kind of confirmed that, especially with the Beastmaster. This feels a little bit more old school, though. I mean, the strat itself is very old school. But the pressure, you used to always see the Night Elf come in and do exactly this. Oh god, he used to... Not even this. Like, usually you don't get this much damage on a BM. Nice surround, though. But he does have a staff. But what I was going to say is it used to be that you would run in and you start just poking the hell out of these burrows. You'd have, like, a few archers. You'd have your summons. You'd have your DH. And you could sometimes cancel, like, the Bestiary. Or if he's getting... At that time, it was the Spirit Lodge. Whatever he was getting, you could cancel it. But, yeah. Not anymore.
A player's forces are under attack.
You're chilling the bathtub with a facial mask on? It's kind of odd. Unless you're sharing the bathroom. That's cool. Yeah, as Penguin points out, I mean, I know Raven is American, so if he is a follower of the Hitman, we might be seeing an expo with mass towers, and then he just kind of goes around and lanes with mass bats. You know, you just never fight because dots are unarmored and they can't take out fortified towers. You just don't fight at all. Or you can do what Carson was doing yesterday versus Wantu in King of the Hill. Literally never fight, get your expo up, and just make mass raiders and keep base slamming. But basically, some orcs are of the opinion, if you see dots, and I think they've always been of this opinion, but people are actually doing something about it now. If you see dots, don't fight them. That's what they always think. Got Tinker third. Alright. For the Night Elf. Oh, by the way, I'm going to make a little post, but I just uploaded Ember versus Lucker from the King of the Hill. We did absolutely no talking about the game, but that game was awesome on Amazonia yesterday. It was definitely like the game of the King of the Hill, even though there were actually quite a few really good games. But that game itself was just insane, fun to watch, and then the chat itself was just hilarious. Todd was there, Do, being the Do, Carson, AKM. Like, how often can you say that there's a chat with AKM, Todd, the Do, Carson, just kind of shooting the shit, and then me just kind of zoned out trying to figure out what the hell's going on in the game. Lucker, how the F are you going to keep spoiling everything for me? I haven't watched games yet. Alright, so a tower push. Very slow tower push. But again, towers, real good versus dots. If you can get those up, it's in good shape. The same with Demolishers. Is he getting... He does have an HH back here. I don't know if it's stuck or if he just forgot it. It's definitely not stuck. There's the ways out. So... that would be nice to have right here. A little bit of piercing damage. What you can do is just net some dots if you want, or just net a hero, because then it can't get actually tellied out. But he should definitely be using these Demolishers to be aiming these Jews to the Talon, which he's doing now, but he's actually on move command. You can ensnare one or two of the dots and just use Demolisher, but now you see Rich is aiming Demolisher because he knows that's going to be the thing that kills him. Problem is, these towers are going up, Serpent Wards are here, Penguin's eating his words, Raven's doing work. Walker, you're really spoiling for me because you're talking in past tense, damn it. Oh, by the way, Penguin's helping me out with it, but if any of you guys have, like, funky builds, like Phoenix, if you want to give me that, Tower Rush build, I'll put it on the damn website. Or not even funky builds, I need normal builds. Someone give me Dot. Any builds. I am a beggar, so I cannot be a chooser. Although, I did kind of choose. I sold Neg and Nebulous. I can't take the one he gave me. For now. DH is dead. Did staff out the BM last second, but it's not going to matter at this point. He did get a lot of the army out of the way, but the towers got up, the Demolisher got up, the heroes are ridiculous levels. And that was a... It was actually a very interesting series. I mean, Game 1 was kind of straightforward, but... Excuse me, Game 2 was kind of straightforward, but Game 1 was funky. I like the idea from Rich. At one point, it was Raven versus 3 Expos, even 2 Expos, but the second Expo never did actually get up in mining because Raven did work. So, with that, that was sick.